You need to talk about Graham Platner's Nazi tattoo. If you don't know who Graham is, he's a guy who's running for Senate in Maine, and he looked like he was printed perfectly out of a 3D printer to be the exact candidate that the Democratic Party would need to beat someone like Susan Collins, who has been the arch conservative there, who has been the most important deciding vote on so many issues for my entire life. Well, Graham comes out with a flashy video presenting himself as Mr. Maine. I'm literally a dock master. I'm an ex-Marine, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff, talking all the progressive lines, saying all the good stuff. But it came out very quickly that this man has a lot of questionable things he said online about black people, about rape, about all sorts of stuff. And then it comes out about a day and a half ago, the man has a big-ass Totenkopf tattoo on his chest. Yes, literally the skull and crossbones tattoo that the Nazis had. And this is a guy who's in the military who describes himself as a military historian, so there's no fucking way he didn't know about it. And more importantly, the man has had it for almost 20 years on his chest. Now, his political director just resigned because of the crazy stuff that he was posting on Reddit while he was still an adult. But yeah, he decided to think it would be the smart thing to get ahead of this controversy about his Nazi tattoo and gave over information to the Pod Save America guys so that they could do a long interview with him because they've been very supportive of him so far. But now it's just created this awkward situation where people, mostly white people, are trying to defend having a Nazi tattoo. As in, this is a purity test if we disqualify a man for having a big Nazi tattoo on his chest. And I'm sorry, but if a Nazi tattoo isn't a line for you, then you don't have a line. More importantly, this shows that Graham is so unqualified to be a politician because you have to know these things will fucking come out, Graham. People will learn you have a big Nazi tattoo on your chest. The entire way he's handled this really shows that he does not have the skills to do basic public relations about his own personal history. So how the fuck will he do it as a U.S. Senator? Now, thankfully, there's a lot of other candidates running, and there is still time for people to jump in because this race is for next year. So if you're in Maine and you think you don't have a Nazi tattoo on your chest and you can do a little bit better than Graham, you should really please run because we really need to get rid of Susan Collins. Graham has car crashed his campaign. There's no coming back from this. So we need someone new.